So hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, right? Yes, it is Tuesday. I don't have Joelle with me today, though, because we were crazy busy all day. Now she has to go pick up her kids. So I am coming to you live alone this time. So it's nice to see you all. I've been wanting to talk about the holiday meltdown, okay, since before Thanksgiving, because so many people come to me with this history of going, and then crashing. And so I typically don't hear about the crash till after the crash, right? So everybody goes off to their holidays and everybody's fine, and then they come back, with all the complaints and frustrations. So we don't want you to do that this year. As I always tell my patients, how about we think about the things that are coming up, not just the things that have passed. And if you have this history of melting down, I just wanted to talk to you about that. And you know who you are. And it doesn't mean you have to, it's not going to take something away from the holidays to think about this in advance. We're going to add something to the holidays by doing a preemptive strike. I always call this preemptive strike. Preemptive strike here. We're going to solve this before it happens, okay? And then make the holiday a whole lot better, not only for you, but everybody else. So what I've found over the 20 years of doing this is that meltdown tends to always come because of an imbalance, okay? So there's that I'm doing everything and nobody else is doing anything imbalance, right? Sound familiar, right? I've been doing this, and this. He's not doing that. She's not doing that. She's getting her nails done, and I'm doing all. Okay, so you start doing that in your head, you know it's a problem. So we're going to talk about all the reasons why that imbalance comes up. For starters, you are probably doing this all in your head, okay? So you get caught up in the traditions, in the pressure from society, maybe some pressure from the family, and you go right into, the mode. Here's the holidays, or whatever holiday it is. I'm going to go into the mode and not think. We want to do that's why I'm going to have you stop and think, okay? Let's put our thinking caps on together and try to think of what is it that you want. See, we're going to start with not have to say anything just yet, but what in here do you want? Instead of the whole list of what everybody else wants, well, that you can hold on to that, but just add to it, what do you want? And then the sooner you get this out on the table, the better. Okay, don't have to sit there and wait until someone doesn't figure it out. Okay, we talk in here a lot about expressing what you want, expressing what you feel. Remember our last video, I think it was our last video, a couple videos ago, we talked about neediness. Neediness is not a bad thing. Neediness does not make you weak, mean, wimpy, childish. Neediness is a normal human emotion. If you can get comfortable with that, then you can sit with that neediness, figure out, okay, this year I need X, Y, and Z. Because last year I didn't get it and there was a problem, right? So get that spelled out. It should be just as clear to you what you want as what everybody else wants, right? You think, okay, I know exactly what this kid wants, that kid wants, what my husband wants, what my wife wants, what my mom wants, but you don't stop and say, I know exactly what I want or need. And then have that talk. Have it now, people. Have it now. Don't wait until the tree is up and the gifts are out before you are bummed. All right, so the neediness out there, this is what I expect. This is what I'd like. Can we make this work with your significant other so you're all on the same page? Well, at least the both of you are on the same page and then you'll feel like you're an ally through the holidays, okay? It's not going to be you against anybody. It's going to be you two figuring out how to make both of what you want and need work. All right, so go ahead and have that discussion. The other thing I see all the time is you don't want to cross anybody off the list. There's some fantasy, some really distorted reality. If you cross somebody off your list, whatever it is, the Christmas card or the gift or the whatever, that the party, that you are going to crush them. They're going to be so disappointed. They're not going to be able to handle it, Dr. Dabney. Oh my gosh, they look forward to that every year. Every year they thank me, and they really look forward to that spice cake I make every year, or that lawnmower I give them every year, whatever it is, okay? You don't have that much power in someone else's life. Okay? This may be a little different with a child, but I'm talking about the adults in your life who year after year you give the gift, and let's face it, they don't give one to you and you feel disappointed. And then you start kind of feeling negative towards them. But it's not them, it's you. You have set something up that they weren't involved in, or they've never been involved in, and you aren't getting the message. Okay? So here's permission. Go ahead, take them off the list. It doesn't mean you don't have to be friends with them afterwards. It doesn't mean, even if they do notice, it doesn't mean you can't then say, oh, I'm so sorry, you just didn't make my list this year. Let's go out to lunch. I mean, you can make up for it. And I rarely, if ever, seen this happen where they actually come back and say, oh, I missed that gift. But if they do, then you can do something about it. But to sit here and assume that they're going to be crushed and do all this stuff, get yourself all worked up because they may be crushed, really makes no sense. Okay? So go ahead, take them off your list. And then if something happens, you can let them know. Another trick I have is, the other option is to, instead of saying, I'm getting you a gift, you get me a gift, you can recommend an exchange. So, hey, how about, for this year for holidays, you're a reader, I'm a reader. How about we exchange our favorite book? Or I don't know, I need help with my computer and you're really good at doing that thing. Let's have a little exchange of help or assistance. That way you're doing something together. Don't get that resentment if they, once again, don't get you a gift. Okay. Lastly, there is this idea that goes around that is totally not true. And that is, I've got to spend this year with so-and-so because she might be dead next year. All right. I see with older parents, with grandparents, with aunt so-and-so. People, this is a very bad idea for so many reasons. For starters, again, you're doing this, I'm going to do something now to protect myself from having a feeling in the future. Typically people say, oh, if Aunt Phyllis dies in March, I'm going to feel so guilty I didn't spend Christmas with her. You can't solve future problems. You just can't solve future. You can't stop from feeling a future feeling. That's what I want to say. You can't do it. It's not possible. And you don't need to. Okay? You're a capable adult. If you get those feelings later on, you can deal with them. To do something for Aunt Phyllis now, when you don't really want to or are over the edge, is not fair to Aunt Phyllis. Okay, that's not fair. It's much less fair. I'm getting caught up in this. Much less fair than pretending you want to spend Christmas with her so you don't feel guilty in March when she dies. There's nothing logical there. Okay, you should be promoting healthy, intimate relationships that are honest. Okay, so getting together with Aunt Phyllis and then being resentful, she's going to figure it out. She's going to feel it, resentful, or you're going to be blowing up at somebody else later on. None of that is good. Okay. If you can't this year, if you're already committed, or if you feel too guilty to leave someone out of your Christmas plans or your Hanukkah plans or your whatever New Year's plans, whatever the holiday is, think of something else that works better for you. Maybe you want to give Aunt Phyllis a call. You have arrange a special call with her while you're off on your Christmas holiday in the Caribbean. Or maybe you want to have a special lunch with her after the whole craziness is over. That makes a lot more sense and will be a lot more effective than just doing it out of a guilt trip. Okay. So here's some hopefully helpful ideas for you to start that holiday season off right. No need for a meltdown. No need for you to deny yourself. It'll be a lot more intimate and a lot more effective. Okay. So I'm actually going to come back. I have a few more tips on all that. I also list them on Instagram over the next couple of weeks. So if you missed them here, they're going to be on Instagram as well. But next Tuesday, I'll be back with the rest of them. Okay. So thank you very much. And I'll see y'all then. And oh, if we can do anything further for you, if you want more information on any of this, give us a call, 757-340-8800. Thanks, you guys.